It's midday at the Elbow River Casino in Calgary, and owner Sam Switzer is checking on banquet preparations.
Nice East Coast fresh salmon.
The aroma of simmering sauces and fresh seafood are a slight distraction, but Sam is intent on learning how Chef Greg Trimming is planning to impress the guests of his new property.
With the salmon, the beef, which is our most popular buffet items out there.
The old hotel casino is gone, replaced by a grand structure many times larger and more challenging to manage. It's a challenge Sam loves.
We're certainly not Las Vegas. The ones in Alberta are mandated for charities, which means the charity participates in the casino profits. It beats going door to door selling cookies, and they're so appreciative of having a casino.
To operate a casino of this size and sophistication, Sam draws on time-tested practices.
Getting to know the business on a hands-on basis and hiring people that are knowledgeable in the industry and learning from them.
He's a living example of the whole concept of lifelong learning, if I've ever met one, because he is always, digging into new things, finding out about this and finding out about that.
Sam Switzer's life lessons began early.
I was born in Calgary at the General Hospital and lived in, I guess you'd call it the red light district. I had a small wagon, and I used to go to Alberta Ice, pick up the ice under the train tracks and sell it to the girls in the district that were living next door to us for 5 cents a wagon part. So that was my first experience in business. When I was 13, my parents gave me a bicycle for my birthday, and I delivered drugs to Farrell's Drugs, which was across from the Palace Hotel. I became a drug dealer. And I used to get 5 cents for taking drugs up to the North Hill.
Those nickels helped Sam's enterprising family buy a grocery store in 1937. By age 15, he was in the grocery business too.
My sister got married, and my mother was going blind, so I had to quit school in grade 10 and go to work in the grocery store.
Sam left the family store after marrying and starting a family. A spot next to the Palace Theater was the site of his next 2 ventures, a coffee shop and a jewelry store.
I didn't know anything about watches or diamonds or anything like that, so I sort of got involved in what women liked, was costume jewelry.
And I said, well, what are you doing that for?
So can I do something for you like that?
Then, like now, Sam knew how to deal with people.
Thank you so much for
With his
listening.
downtown stores selling donuts and diamonds, he entered the construction business and put up over 30 apartment buildings. When opportunity knocked, it was usually a friend at the door.
The people that I became very good friends with became mentors to me in the different industries that I got involved in. They were successful, and I appreciated how they became successful and what they did.
In 1974, Sam's people skills and real estate interests merged when he built the circular Summit Hotel,
which was one of the tallest buildings in Calgary. I think Sam makes a joke about it for about 6 months. But it was downtown and had a big circular restaurant on top.
He was always a big music fan, and now he's brought in really interesting acts to his nightclub.
The gregarious Sam Switzer had entered the hospitality industry, and it was a perfect match. More hotels in Florida and Calgary were added. The Summit became one of Calgary's first charity casinos, and he gained the wise counsel and steady influence of his second wife, Betty.
A lot of times I like to do things instantly, and she's one that sort of has kept me out of trouble by being the cool person and more realistic. I think I can suggest that she's been very influential in me being where I am and being happy like I am.
Betty and Sam now live on a ranch outside Calgary in Bragg Creek, where the daily regimen often includes a morning ride.
Never rode on a horse in my life until I met Betty. When you come out to nature and be on a horse and ride in the woods or ride in the mountains, there's nothing like it. We've made an agreement that once we hit the front gate of our property, no more business talk of any kind. We drop it.
This morning, astride his horse Stormy, Sam Switzer knows business awaits him in Calgary. But he must surely see his blessings surrounding him, like these tall aspen. and he knows who to thank.
I believe in, let's say, Almighty, and I think He's got a lot of influence on my life. So I believe that God has been one of my top mentors.
If you have an idea for Northwest Profiles, send it to KSPS TV, 3911 South Regal, Spokane, Washington 99223. Northwest Profiles is a presentation of KSPS Public Television.